All right, y'all, what's up? Welcome to Under the Arc Sports. I'm Eric Hobbs. Right now, we are talking about Matt Zollers, the quarterback from Pennsylvania who has just announced his commitment to Mizzou. Before we get into all that, please, guys, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like this video. Leave us a comment, your thoughts on Zollers. And then find us on Facebook, Instagram, and on X. All right. Matt Zollers. He is 6'3", 205 pounds, quarterback out of Royersford, Pennsylvania, which is a little bit northwest of Philly. Springford High School there. And it's quite a pickup in kind of strange recruiting grounds for Missouri. You don't see Mizzou spending a whole lot of time recruiting the Northeast, Pennsylvania, whatever else. It's interesting in that regard, but a heck of a pickup. I say that because he is a four-star, highly rated across the board. You know, you look at On3 and 24/7 Sports in particular, they've got him not far from being five-star status, On3 especially. So that's the kind of quarterback that we're talking about Missouri landing here. You know, a year ago at Springford High School, sets all kind of records as a junior, just about 3,000 yards passing, 9-3 record for the team. And well, you do these things, it's going to get everyone's attention naturally. So you see some of the schools that were after him. The big kind of four were Missouri, Georgia, Penn State, and Pitt. You notice Penn State and Pitt, two in-state schools. I mean, my gosh, Penn State, you know, traditional power. You know, you can debate their blue blood status, but historically they've been a blue blood. So going into Pennsylvania and getting a kid Penn State wanted, big time flex. And gosh, Georgia, if Georgia's on a kid this early, I trust that, right? So yeah, kind of wild for Missouri to just kind of pull this off, but here we are. As far as a scouting report on Zollers, I think the first thing to consider is that when I went to the huddle page to look for film, I had to scroll past all of his basketball film, basketball player. So quarterback, yes, but all around athlete. Okay. So that's the kind of guy you're talking about. On3 had him quoted in an interview with the Philadelphia Inquirer, where one of the things he prided himself on the most was toughness and how leading by example from the quarterback position, that toughness can rub off and really impact the entire team. So again, just kind of where his head's at there. As far as his game, you notice right off the bat that there are a lot of deep balls in the highlight package from his junior season. I would say, you know, with just a couple of steps kind of on in game, he can throw it about 50 yards in the air. So maybe not a complete howitzer, but still a strong arm. And what I noticed is that when he is not able to just sit in the pocket, he can move with the pocket. There were some designed rollouts. There were plays where blocking just broke down and he had to kind of scramble. He would shuffle, move, maybe start to take off, but he kept his eyes up. He's a pass-first quarterback. He'll take off if he has to, but he was looking to throw the football until he decided, yeah, there really is no option to throw this football. So that's something that a lot of mobile quarterbacks will struggle with, is they'll just first read's not there to take off and run. No. Zollers, very, very well developed in this regard, keeping his eyes down the field and looking, making reads as he is, you know, escaping from pressure. I noticed that when he does take off, he's able to plant and make a move. It's, you know, it's not totally elusive. He's not going to juke by too many guys, but he can plant and make a cut. I don't think he has the straight line speed of, say, a Brady Cook. So I don't think mobility running game is that big a part of his game. It just isn't. But he's got enough to have the escapability necessary to play, I think, in the SEC. And having that while keeping his eyes up, just a fantastic combination to have as a junior in high school. I noticed also that the few reads I saw him make on kind of read option type plays where he's got the ball stuck out, waiting to reading the defensive end and either pulling the ball, whatever. I saw good reads. In particular, him pulling the ball and going around a crashing defensive end. And when you do that, especially at the high school level, there's going to be room. And we see it all the time in college. If a DN doesn't have the discipline and a quarterback pulls the ball, Brady Cooks up, we've seen this. Go right around that crashing DN and you got 10 yards. He may not be fast enough for 10 yards, but good positive yardage. It's a heck of a pickup, guys. That's really all there is to it. Missouri did not have a recruit for the class of 2025. They were at zero. The recruiting graphics were out. Missouri dead last in the SEC in recruiting. Well, don't have anybody. Kind of weird, but I think a little bit by design. I think Eli Drinkwitz is trying to be more selective. So, this is a guy that you absolutely wait for. I think Mizzou would have a couple of commits. If there were in-state guys who in the past would already have an offer, well, they don't. Because this is the type of kid Drinkwitz is after. And this is just a huge pickup. It is a message sent to a bunch of different schools that, hey, Missouri is a threat on the recruiting trail. Kids are noticing. I mean, think about this time last year, a top 100 kid in Pennsylvania giving Mizzou the time of day. That doesn't seem realistic, right? But here we are, recruit number one on the board, a quarterback no less, who always seems to be kind of like the leader of the class just by the nature of the position. So there's potential that now receivers especially could say, okay, this is the dude going to be throwing me the ball. When I'm at Mizzou, I'm in. You could see that. Mizzou could start getting a few more skill position type of commits. That could happen. We'll see. But it might be a while before Missouri's class really starts to build just because bigger fish, they got more options. They're going to take their time. We'll see. That's it for this video, guys. Huge win for Missouri, landing Matt Zollers. And, well, we'll see. This may just be the beginning of a wild recruiting class for Mizzou. Stay up to date with what happens on the recruiting trail by subscribing and following Under the Arch Sports. Thank you for watching.